1, 2, 3, 4. Raise your voice, raise your voice, raise your voice, raise your voice across the land. Raise your voice, raise your voice, raise your voice, raise your voice and make a stand. Raise your voice, oh raise your voice, raise your voice, raise your voice and make a stand. Raise your voice, oh raise your voice, raise your voice, raise your voice across the land.
Hello, Grim.
Across the land, raise your voice, raise your voice, raise your voice, raise your voice and make a stand. Raise your voice, oh raise your voice, raise your voice, raise your voice across the land. Raise your voice, raise your voice, oh raise your voice, raise your voice and make a stand. Oh make a stand. And raise your voice, raise your voice, raise your voice, raise your voice across the land. Raise your voice, oh raise your voice, raise your voice, raise your voice and make a stand. Raise your voice, raise your voice, raise your voice, raise your voice across the land. Raise your voice, raise your voice, raise your voice, raise your voice and make a sound. Oh, raise your voice, raise your voice, raise your voice across the land. Raise your voice, raise your voice, raise your voice, raise your voice and make a stand. Raise your voice across the land. Whoa, whoa, raise your voice, raise your voice, raise your voice, raise your voice across the land. Raise your voice, raise your voice, raise your voice, raise your voice and make a stand. Raise your voice, raise your voice, raise your voice across the land. Raise your voice, raise your voice, raise your voice, raise your voice and make a stand.
Oh yeah, we're here, guys, in London, on Riverside.
Thank you so much, everybody. We've been Orchestrated Discontent. Keep up the good work.
For Extinction
You're beautiful
Rebellion.
people protecting a beautiful world. Thank you very much.
Yeah, we're here, guys, for Extinction Rebellion. They're not doing a protest today. They're just doing like a festival sort of something.
I hope you appreciate that. You didn't have to listen to me gas on for a little while longer. I want to
Here we
do
go,
something
we've got some
before I
speeches.
invite an XR youth representative to come over and have a little word. I'm not really a hippie. I'm not really a crusty. I'm kind of like, I'm here, but I'm not putting on those Birkenstocks. You know what I mean? But there's a little like you'll get this. You'll get this. Let me make the writing a bit bigger because my eyesight is appalling. Alright. Yeah, do you want to turn? Yeah, that's it. Here we go. Just go with me. This is about as emotional as I really proper get. For the rebels and the misfits, the black sheep and the outsiders. For the refugees, the orphans, the scapegoats and the weirdos. For the uprooted, the abandoned, the shunned and invisible ones. May you recognize with increasing vividness that you know what you know. May you give up your allegiances of self-doubt, meekness and hesitation. May you be willing to be unlikable and in the process be utterly loved. May you be impervious to the wrongful projects of others, and may you deliver your disagreements with precision and grace. May you see with the consummate clarity of nature moving through you that your voice is not only necessary, but desperately needed to sing us out of this muddle. May you feel shored up, supported, entwined, and reassured as you offer yourself and your gifts to the world. May you know for certain that even as you stand by yourself, you are not alone. XR Youth! XR Youth! XR Youth!
Hello. I'm not particularly speaking about XR Youth, but I am one of those. I wanted to speak a little bit about HS2, the high-speed railway that's being built and absolutely destroying this country. But first off, I want to see a little raise of hands who's heard of HS2, the high-speed railway. Sweet, yeah. So I was involved in direct action against the HS2 that's being built for about a year, living on frontline camps and kind of giving my life to the resistance. I want to talk a little bit about some statistics, which is well boring, I know, but first off, 13% of this country is covered by woodland. Only 2.5% of that is ancient, and right now HS2 is ploughing through that, avoiding golf courses and instead going through ancient woodland in the middle of a climate crisis is suicide. And HS2 is a perfect example of patriarchal violence, of the government's carelessness, and also the government putting people second and profit first. They don't care about us, and they don't care about what we're here to talk about, which is the climate crisis. 475 visits were made to woodlands in 2017. In a country whose population is 67 million, that is staggering. Our woodland is being torn away from us, and our natural spaces are being destroyed. And what can you do about it? The HS2 movement is transient, and we're always moving. But right now, we have a resistance camp in Bluebell Woods in Staffordshire that needs your help. They're currently preparing for eviction, which we have seen time and time again are horrible, violent displays by bailiffs. And we need each and every person who can take the time out to come and protest on the streets, to take that protest up to Staffordshire and stand up for not only our futures, not only the animals in the woodland, but stand up for what's right, because HS2 is everything that's wrong with our government and this country. I want you to take a second to think about everything that's being destroyed. every woodland, every tree, every animal who's losing its home. Because when we look at HS2, we need to think about that. We don't need to just think about this government vanity project, we need to think about everyone who's losing their lives over it. 5 people have lost their lives over the HS2 line. 19,500 jobs are being displaced as a result of the HS2 line. This isn't just a climate crisis issue, it's a social justice issue. It's a working class issue. It's a race issue. And we need to see it for what it is. It's an intersectional issue that we should all be rallying behind, and it has lost its support. And that's because the people who have given their lives every single day, young people who are giving their lives every single day, have left because we burnt out and there was no one to replace us. I joined when I was 17 and I was terrified. I went into my first occupation at 17 and I was terrified. I was watched while I slept, while I went to the toilet, while I washed, while I climbed. For 7 days I didn't touch the ground and I was 17 years old. And I want to ask, where was everyone else? Why was no one else there? Why did we lose the resistance? Why did people stop showing up when we had to step back? Some of the most incredible activists in this country have been involved in HS2 camps. Yet they're also involved in Palestine Action. Yet they're also involved in disability rights, in social justice issues, in refugee rights. We can't do everything. We became the adults in the room at 16. We've grown up in a climate crisis. Where were you? Because it's not good enough to show up once a year, take to the streets, shout a little bit at a microphone. That's not fucking good enough. And I'm sorry, and I have to say it how it is, because I'm fucking terrified for my future. I'm terrified for what HS2 is doing to this country, and I am so scared. And I'm done being scared because people sit back and do fucking nothing. This isn't good enough. None of this is good enough. I want to see every single one of you do something to stop HS2. Don't just show up to a rebellion and wear a badge. It's not good enough. And I'm sorry to have to say it how it is, but it's true. Join the resistance against HS2. Don't let it die out. Don't let this planet die. Because it's not just my future. It's the future of every single kid who came up earlier and told us that they were scared about their future. Children should not be scared. We shouldn't have 5-year-olds knowing what the climate crisis is. It's not right. How many people here are under the age of 30? Yeah, we didn't cause this mess, and yet we're the ones fighting it. So yeah, join XI Youth if you're under 30. We're pretty cool. We hate the police. Yeah, and join the resistance against HS2. Come up to Staffordshire and fight alongside us. Don't just stand in the streets with a placard. Thank you.
Right, I've got to be really quick.
Sorry about the language, guys.
I'm really concerned about HS2. I'm concerned about its feedback as well. But I'm a facts and figures person. I'm a computer scientist. I do numbers, so I don't want to bore you too much. People were telling me trains, they're good. They're really good, aren't they? I love trains. I think they're wonderful. They're a really good way of moving around. Doesn't use up much energy. It's a great thing. It's a great thing to have a new railway, apparently. And I wasn't sure. And I thought, I can't look at all the statistics and the economics. It's just too much. But what I could do was I could look at the carbon balance. Now, HS2 very kindly did a carbon balance. And they looked at all the carbon that was going to be expended in making the concrete for the tracks and digging the tunnels through the Chilterns and the steel. And then they looked at how much was going to be used in its use. And then they looked at how much they were going to save by people not flying from London to Birmingham. Well, actually, I don't think very many people fly from London to Birmingham anyway. How many people were going to get out their cars and get on their trains. Well, not that many, because it'd be too bloody expensive. They won't be able to afford it. How much were they going to be able to recapture by planting trees? And at the end of it, HS2's own figures, and it's all there if you can be as boring as me and go through and read it, shows that in 120 years of projected use, they will not recover the carbon that they've actually expended in construction when they allow for the modal shift from plane to train, from car to train, for all the trees they've planted. So we're not talking about being carbon neutral by 2050 or 2030 or 2025. It's not going to be carbon neutral in 120 years. So when people tell you that trains are good, just bear those little facts in mind. It's all available. It's freely available if you can be bothered to read it. I will now shut up before I get cut off.
I want a bit of a whoop and a shout from all of you lot. For all the block printers that are at the back here, all the art blockers, they've been working all damn day, and I want them to have a bit of a cheer because they've been working their arse off. And all the people who are doing outreach out the front on this other side, give them a whoop as well because they haven't stopped working all day, making sure that we're talking about the public, telling them what the score is. So I just want a big props to them. I'm not sure what you guys want. No one's told me what time this finishes. Like, I'm tempted to ask for more testimony. Is that something that, like, I'm trying to be democratic and not be an authoritarian person. Would you like more testimony? Hands up or hands down? It's okay to put hands down. It's totally fine. I think that's a hands down. So, would you like some music? Would you, like, if I'm going to allow music and, oh, hello, 1 second.
Get the drums out. I'll put my hand up for both.
You're gonna have a job in 10 minutes. So you've got 10 minutes of dance. And when we put this music on, I do actually want you to dance. This is, no, you're not putting Aswad on. No, not Aswad. No, I'm not doing that. No. Right, I'm not listening to this lot. These lot are being a bit too loud. I'm gonna go with the lady with the pink hat on. I'm presuming it's a lady, I don't know pronouns. What is your favourite track to dance to? I'm gonna YouTube it. Yes, you. You've got a hat on. What's your favourite track to dance to? Oh no, I'm gonna have to give it to you.
If it's any good, I'll give a dance for you guys. But no belly dancing. Staying alive, apparently.
Can someone find Staying Alive? Because someone would like to do a Disobedience dance together. Alright? Don't make faces. We got the choice of track. Honour the track. Honour the dance. So get up. No. Oi. Oi. Right. Stop the music. I would like Staying Alive so everyone can do the Disobedience dance. Thank you. I would like you to get off onto your feet so you look like you're actually going to do it. If you don't know it, find someone who looks like they do know it, stand behind them. So who's going to coordinate? Because it ain't me. Who knows the dance for Disobedience? All right, go in the centre there, bruv. Or person, I'm not sure pronouns. Is it bruv? Could you go over there? Everyone who wants to do a dance, stand with this brother behind. Get in a bit of a line, come on. Hold on, don't start it yet, let's get everyone up. Right, I'm seeing a lot of people on their asses right now. I would like these people to get up, otherwise I'm going to go towards you and encourage you to get up and do the dance. You don't want me to go round and pick you all up. Doesn't matter how uncool you think you are, You can be uncooler with this dance, but talk about the climate. Come on! Look at lots of people on their asses. Get up! Does anyone know the other dance track? The fossil fuels? Does anyone know the fossil fuel dance? Okay, I'm going to reach here one more time, but we want the most amount of people to come. So try and grab someone out of the audience. Look at them running. They're running. Grab them before they go. They can come and dance with us. Extinction Rebellion welcomes everyone to have a look. My sister's grabbing her husband and walking off quick. You know, I see you not walking off. Ruggeds, come and dance with Extinction Rebellion. We're dancing to stay for our lives. Everyone is welcome. Those with skills, those without the skills. You're all welcome. This is our last time to dance. Last time to dance. If you want to be with Extinction Rebellion and not get arrested, this is the perfect moment. It's a little dance. Coppers can't do nothing when you're dancing. I'm seeing a woman with a camera. She's grinning, but she's not walking towards the music. Come now, come on. Bring your orangey little shoes with you and your green socks. No, she's not having it. Not having it. Listen, right, can I just say thank you to everyone. My sister who brought her hubby over, who didn't want to dance, he has disappeared, but the missus has stayed. Thank you very much for doing the dance. We are Extinction Rebellion. We're trying to save the world, especially the South World and the island I come from, which is Grenada. We're in trouble. We need to keep the temperatures down. So we're going to have another dance, but there is no dance to this. It's Emergency on Planet Earth by Jamiroquai. If you want to dance, join in again. Please pay it in. We know what we do when we go out for a rebellion, and this song, I think, totally exemplifies it. So put your hands in the air, sing it as loud as you can. Let's get down with this. Oh, hold on, DJ's not working. What's wrong with the DJ? Hang the DJ, hang the DJ, hang the DJ, hang the... Come on! Yes, people, it's James, sit down, come on! A song from the darkest hour, secrets I can keep inside all the day. Swing from high to deep, extremes of sweet and sour. Sit down next to me. Sit down, 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 down. Sit on me.
What's the sticker?
Yeah, what colour is it?
What's the prettiest color?
Orange, green.
I think it's the prettiest color.
I don't know where the black one. I can go to any place.
Oh yeah, guys, it's the YouTube services, man. It's their streaming service is shite. They've gone crazy, guys. Another day I'm gonna stream Extinction Rebellion again this week. I'll use Streamlabs and you'll see the difference. YouTuber, multi-billion pound company.
Extinction! 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 We will be marching again for Mother Earth on the weekend. Parliament, sorry, take that back. Hyde Park, Speaker's Corner. If you're worried about the climate crisis, come walk with us. If you're worried about the climate crisis, come sit with us. But more importantly, if you're worried about the climate crisis, rebel with us. Can I have a DJ? No, that's not it. No.
Yeah, a bit busy tomorrow.
Yes.
Just to say, people probably heard the announcement earlier that there's a demonstration at the Home Office about setting up prisons for refugees in Rwanda. The link, of course, with the climate crisis is the roughly 30 million climate refugees there are at the moment are not recognised in law as refugees. The agricultural productivity of sub-Saharan Africa has gone down 40% already. 250,000 children in Somalia are threatened with starvation now because they've had 4 years of no rain whatsoever. And so people are fleeing this catastrophe that we've created from sub-Saharan Africa in many cases.
Media.
We're planning on
Exactly
sending them
right.
back to prisons in Africa. It is utter madness, and the lack of compassion is staggering. To anyone that wants to wander over from here to the Home Office, there is a very, very direct link. Not to kill the birds in any way, but big love. Compassionate revolution now. Thank you.
Just to remind anyone, if you're a person of colour, we're more screwed than the white people. Join Extinction Rebellion. If you don't know this song by now, come on, you know this song. It's our song. It's our song.
I'm losing my grip on the internet, kicking the earth is wrong, the right is stealing, the money is fueling the train, stores are laughing, and trees that are building on lives that are leaving on drugs that are muttering, petrol is leaking, and seas that are rising up, cities are climbing, and air that is sickening, crowded, demanding a change that is coming to future is tilling, history is restarting, now it's restarting, here is transforming, this is now calling, everybody knows what time it is, not you then who, so let's fucking do this, 1, 2, 3, don't watch the news, be the news, don't watch the news. Watch the news, be the news, 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 watch the news, be the news. Wait for the movement, move!
Well, that's it, guys. I think I'm going to end it there. Thanks to everyone for joining the stream today for Extinction Rebellion. More madness in London. Yeah. I'll catch you on the next one, guys. I'm not too sure when I'll stream again, but I'm gonna stream another Extinction protest this coming week before they end on their last day on Saturday. So take it easy, everyone, and I'll catch you again real soon. Oh, and one quick message to every person on YouTube, in YouTube land, stay out of trouble.